Okay, good evening, everyone. So, welcome back to the session. I think you are Ankit, right? Okay. You came on last day, right? Okay. So, unfortunately, you bring the Rhine with you also. Huh? You cancel the class. From which place you were? Bihar. Okay. Okay, working in Bangalore. Great to hear. So, next time you come now, don't bring Rhine, okay? It affected a lot here, basically, even our class also. So, let me start my EC2 instance here. We are already having the Jenkins. So, in today's session, we are going to speak about the pipelines. What is the concept name? Pipelines. So in last session, we seen scheduling, right? What we covered so far? Cron job, Polesium, webhooks, as well as I covered something called as throttle build, right? Let's recap in a quick way. Okay, in the meanwhile. So what is the meaning of cron job? Why we need to use it? Hmm. To schedule. Remember the Tillu example, man. Tillu and Radhika example. You'll get it automatically. Tillu want to go to movie. What he want to do now? He want to work parallelly. So now what is the only way? Or to make it automate. How to make it automate? By using cron job. But the limitation of cron job is it doesn't check whether the code is changed or not. So in that case, we're gonna use Polesium. What Polesium will do? Polesium will make it build on the given time, but it will check whether the code is changed or not. If it is changed, it will go. Otherwise, it won't go. But what is the limitation of Polesium here? Time wastage. Number of builds won't get properly. For that purpose, we use webhook. What webhook we do? Webhook will get the changes. The moment if I commit the code, within next second, build will commit automatically. So this is how exactly the things will work for you. Okay. So in today's session, I'm going to teach you about the concept of pipeline. But before that, currently my Jenkins server is stopped. So whenever the server got stopped, two things will happen. What is the thing number one? Public IP address will change, right? Second one, we have to activate the service. Currently, if we go and see systemctl status Jenkins, what will happen to the Jenkins service? It's got dead. Which status? Dead means inactive. So we need to do what? Start. But now I'll tell you one command. See, I'll start it. Sir, after the session, I'm gonna stop it again. What I'm gonna do it again? Stop. Tell me one thing. Whenever if I stop the server now, tomorrow also again I want to start. Now tomorrow also I need to log into the Jenkins server. I need to start the service. So whenever if you keep your service, I mean like whenever if you keep your server on and off, what exactly will happen? Whenever if you start the server, again you need to start the service. So which is going to be boring work for us. In real time, it is not the way we work. In real time, what we do, whenever if I stop and start the server, automatically service need to be up and running. Automatically. How it can be achieved means with the help of a command called chkconfig. Which one? chkconfig Jenkins on. Or like add Jenkins. Wait. chkconfig add Jenkins. I think it's on. The moment if I run the command chkconfig Jenkins on, so for the next time, whenever if we stop and start the server now, automatically service will up and running. Is the logic point clear for all of you? So tomorrow I'll start the server, but I won't start service. Why? Because this command will automatically start the service whenever I start the server. So make sure this one. So now how to connect to Jenkins? Public IP address, port number 80. Great. So now in today's session, I'm gonna touch touch the concept of pipeline. So, but before I start the concept of pipeline, tell me one thing. How many of you believe pipeline is difficult? Raise your hand slightly, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So have you watched the movie called Nanak Premata? There is a famous dialogue. What it is? ఇది గుర్తుంచుకో తర్వాత మాట్లాడుకుందాం, right? Mark your words. I'm telling you. After next 60 minutes, You will tell like pipeline. Oh, is it the pipeline? You will feel like it is easy than any other thing. I'll make it bread and butter for you. Trust me. After 60 minutes, we'll speak again. I'll ask the same question, but the answer from you is going to be changed. Okay. See now. First of all, before I go and start the concept called pipeline, okay, and even for online also, just remember this word, whatever I'm saying, next to 60 minutes, okay. So before I start the concept called pipeline, first of all, what you understand by the meaning of pipeline? Already we discussed. Pipeline means step-by-step execution of a. What is my ultimate goal in real time? My ultimate goal in real time is to deploy the application. Correct or not, sir? Okay. My ultimate goal in real time is gonna be deploying the application. So here I have given the command also chk config jenkins on. Okay. So pipeline is nothing but step-by-step execution of a process, or even call it as series of events interlinked with. What is the best example? We can say biryani example. Let's take. I want to prepare biryani. What is the step number one? Raw chicken. Next, washing, man. Washing. After that, marinate. Then add ingredients. Then finally, combine with the basmati rice, or like masuri rice, some any other. Not masuda, masuri. Okay. Fine. So here at the end of the day, you will get the biryani, which is your desired one. So here also in real time, developers will give the code and we need to deploy the application. So to make it deploy the application, first of all, we need to take the code, we need to build it, we need to test, and we need to convert into. So this process, we need to follow step by step. That is the meaning of pipeline in real time. So my question is here, sir, why we need to use pipeline? Means to automate the work. Why we need to do it? To automate the work. And second one is to have the clarity about each stage. You need to know at what stage you are working, what is the output you are getting for each stage. Now, in interview, the first question they will ask you is about, tell me about how many kind of pipelines you have. Very straightforward answer. We have only two pipelines. How many? First one will be declarative, the most used one. Second one will be scripted. For example, tell me any two applications which will deliver food for you. Swiggy and Zomato, right? We have Uber also, right? Uber Eats. And we have Dunzo also, right? But why we won't much prefer Dunzo and Uber rather than Swiggy and Zomato? Because it is very famous, right? It is user friendly and it is very, very famous. Here also in real time, we will be having declarative and scripted. But people prefer to choose declarative. Rather than scripted, we go for declarative. So very straightforward question. Majority of the organizations, if you go and check any kind of pipeline, they will go with which kind of pipeline? Declarative. Of course, we can use scripted also, but declarative will have high priority in terms of usage and everything. So is the concept of types of pipelines clear for all of you know? Tell me how many type of pipelines we do have? Two types. What are those? Declarative and which one is high priority we use? Declarative. But again, both will do the same work. What is the definition of pipeline? Step-by-step execution of a process. Or you can call it a series of events interlinked with each other. Now, let's understand some important points about pipeline. Sir, basically, to write the pipeline, we need to use the code. Code means not Java, Python. It's not any other like C and programming language. It's not like that. We use a programming language, that means a language called DSL. DSL stand for domain specific language. Which one? To write the pipeline, we use DSL, which stand for domain specific language. And the name of the language is going to be Groovy script. Which one? Right. Pipeline syntax is Groovy script. I'll tell only few node points, right? Only those node points. Of course, you will get the nodes anyway, but these are the bullet points. For pipeline, which syntax we gonna use? Groovy script. What is the name? What boys remaining? No pen and paper. Eh? Even here also, no pen and paper. Eh? Oh, sincere student. Fine. Basically, it is not required, but for some point it is required. Or you can use your phone also. In phone, you can make the notes. Okay. Make the notes only. Don't open Instagram and WhatsApp. Huh? A lot of the people will do the same thing. Okay. So now tell me, pipeline will be written on which syntax here? Groovy script. So it consists of blocks that include stage. What is the meaning of stage? Means see, in the above work, code is the stage number 1. Build is the stage number. Test number 3. Artifact number 4, and deployment will be number 5. So this pipeline will be consist of blocks. This block include the stages. And in the pipeline, we will be using two kind of braces majorly. First one will be this brace. What is the name of this brace? Small brace. Huh? Can we call it as parenthesis? Paralysis not when parenthesis. So this will be the curly braces. This will be the normal brace. And we have one more brace called square braces. Square braces we use very often. Sorry, like we will use very rarely actually. Rarely means oftenly only. Don't confuse me here. Okay. So this normal open brace as well as square brace, we use at every stage of the pipeline. But the square brace we use very rarely. I'll tell you where to use this one. Again, so to write the pipeline syntax, we need to use a domain specific language that is called as Groovy script. So your entire pipeline will be running on the Groovy script only. Next, it consists of the block that include the stages. And for each block, we'll be having the braces like open brace as well as curly brace. Is it clear now? Okay. So now let's go and write our very first pipeline. So click on new item. So name, I'm going to take it as pipeline 1. If you want, you can remove all of these jobs. But because as of now, we don't have any use with this job, you can completely remove, but I'm not removing them. So remember, if you want to run any kind of job, it can be freestyle or it can be pipeline. Remember, both will do the same work. If I want to do a work, freestyle job will do that work and pipeline job will do the same work. But it depends upon my choice whether to go with freestyle or pipeline. The advantage of pipeline is pipeline will have the workflow. We can see the workflow on the dashboard, but freestyle doesn't have any workflow process. Here, internet is too slow again. If it goes like this, again, let me connect to the LAN. I think it's not the LAN, right? Is it folded? No, it's not coming. I think we need to make this one. Okay, let me call the technical person. You just sit like they will come and fix it. So I'm giving the name as pipeline 1. So here you need to select here pipeline. Just give me a couple of minutes online. We are going to fix the internet issue. Give me a couple of minutes. So it is the pipeline script, guys. So already we said, so pipeline will be written on the script actually. Okay. So I'll tell you the syntax of basic pipeline. See, always a pipeline start with the name pipeline. So first of all, we need to write here pipeline. And remember here, we're going to use only small letters, no caps. The best part is if you open the brace and hit enter, automatically close brace will come. For the entire pipeline, what exactly we're going to write? After opening the brace, hit enter, automatically it will come as closed. Next here, I'm going to write agent any. I'll tell what is the meaning of agent any later. Why? Because it is related to the concept called master and slave. Again, what is the first line here? Pipeline. Agent, that means run on any of the worker node. Currently, don't know what is the meaning of worker node. I'll tell on later session. Next here, you need to write something called as stages. A pipeline can consist of n number of stages. 1, 2, 3, 4, depends. Open the brace. Inside the stages, you need to write the stage name. For example, I want to write the stage called stage number 1. Now here, which brace I'm using? Open brace. Till now I'm using curly, but here I'm using parentheses. So go for here, 1, stage name. This stage name can be 1. This can be Virat Kohli, or this can be Anushka Sharma. It doesn't matter. Whatever the name you want to put, you can put it here. After that here, again open the one more brace and write here steps. What you need to write? Now here write whatever you want. For example, I want to run the command to create a file. What is the command to create a file? Touch. So write sh. Sh will stand for shell command. It will stand for name of the file will be file1. Whatever you write in sh and this command will automatically execute. In freestyle job, we have something called as execute shell. What is the purpose of it? To execute the Linux command. Here we use sh. What we use here? Sh. So guys, again, I'm explaining one more time for you. So listen, pipeline start with pipeline. Next here, we write agent any. That means run on any of the server. Next here, we need to write the stages. So pipeline will be consist of n number of stages. Inside the stage, what we need to write here? Stage name. What is my stage name here? Now I'm writing Raham. You can put whatever the name you want. It is user defined. After that, inside stage, what we need to write here? Here, whatever you write, that will print. Okay. Now again, I'm repeating third time for you. So listen here very carefully. Pipeline will start with pipeline. Next agent. That means like run on any of the server. Next, we need to write stages. After stages, stage. After stage, we need to write steps. So this is the syntax of the pipeline. Again, I'll repeat it one more time for you. So now you tell me, I'm going to write it. So tell me, sir, all of you. Pipeline, agent, any. Next, stages, stage. What is the stage here? Any name. Next, inside stage, steps. Inside step, whatever you want to write. I want to create a file. Na? sh, what I need to write here? Touch, file1. So now here, I'll be going to click on save. And next, I'm going to run here, build now. What I'm going to write here? What is the meaning of build now? Already know. Build now is nothing but running your Jenkins job. If you want to execute the Jenkins job, execute is nothing but running. So you need to click on build now. Okay. So this is the very, very basic syntax of your pipeline. Okay. So pipeline, agent any, stages, stage, steps, insert that whatever you want. So now is the basic syntax clear for all of you? Everybody. Online, can you please confirm, is the basic syntax of pipeline clear for all of you or not? Can you please confirm me on chat box? Fine. So next here, I'm gonna click on build now. What is the meaning of build now here? So is it running or not, sir? And you can see the block here. Or is in the block here? So what is the name of the stage here? Block is nothing but stage. What is the stage here? How much time it took? 590 milliseconds. So if we click on log, in this stage, what happened? We create the file. So now automatically file will be storing on the server itself. I think all of you know what is the default workspace? Var lib Jenkins workspace. It is a default workspace. Okay. Here you need to go and see what is my pipeline. So CD pipeline one. Are you seeing the file one got created here? Where I ran this in the UI, but where the output is storing in the server itself. That's it. So let me go with one more example. Just give me a second. We're going to change the Wi-Fi settings here. Give me 1 second online. So guys, this is the basic syntax what we need to follow. Again, I'll explain one more time. So it will start with pipeline. After pipeline, we need to write here agent any. Next here, stages. Next, we need to write the name of the stage. After that, we need to write here steps. So here I shown you how to create the file one. Now in the next pipeline, what is the command to the CPU information? You know that command. So for that command, write the pipeline. So for that purpose, I'll be going to the dashboard on. But again, like it seems we're working very slow today. Basically, for your previous class, it's working very fine, but for your class, only it's not working. And today it's pipeline, so it's interrupting a lot. Online, are you able to hear me now? Is my voice clear for you now? Hmm? LAN is not working here. That is the issue. Online guys, how about now? Like, is it fine for you now? Are you able to hear me properly? Can you confirm me once on the chat box? Think it will work fine. Yeah, fine. So now tell me, I want to run the command called ls CPU to check the CPU information. For that, write the pipeline. Tell me, pipeline, agent, any next stages, stage, name of the stage will be anything. So I'm writing here one. Next steps. Inside step, write whatever you want. Now I want to execute the command. To execute the command, I need to write here sh. And what is the command? ls. Now if you click on save and if you click on build now, automatically what will happen? This command will be running and you are going to get the CPU information. Which information? Click on build now. Now it will run. So I already said you build now means running your job. So go for logs. Are you seeing the CPU information now? That's it. So now have you got the information about writing pipeline syntax very clearly? Yes. So now tell me one thing. How many of you really understand the pipeline syntax? All of you. How many of you haven't understand? So everybody understand that means no need of shortcut for you. Basically, I have a shortcut, but everything is clear for you, na? So we can skip the shortcut directly. Eh? You said it is very clear, man. Okay. Okay. So remember, I am gonna tell you one shortcut. Okay. If you remember this shortcut, you can teach pipeline for your grandchildren also. I am betting you. The only one shortcut. That one shortcut will be enough to teach pipeline for anyone. And this will be the base of your pipeline creation. For example, sir, if you go to any exam, how many outputs will be having? Two outputs. Whether you can pass or you can fail. Correct or not, sir? So as of now, you are my student, so you will definitely pass any exam. Correct or not? So that pass is going to be the shortcut for your pipeline. What is the shortcut? Sir, what is the comparison for pass and the shortcut means C. P, A, S, S, S. P for pipeline, A for agent, S for stages, S for stage, S for, is it matching or not, sir? Now tell me, the shortcut clear for you? What is the shortcut of writing Terraform, Terraform not like this, Jenkins pipeline? Pass. Again, one more time. So in the pass, here P stand for pipeline, A for agent, S for stages, S for stage. Again, S for, is it clear or not, sir? So this one shortcut will be enough to remember any kind of pipeline. Okay. So now in your notes, write this as shortcut. So in the notes, write like this. Shortcut will be pass. So P for pipeline, A for agent, S for stages, S for, and again S for steps. So now tell me, are you able to write your own pipelines now? With the help of which shortcut? Pass. P for pipeline, A for S for stages, S for, and again S for. At the last, write one note point. Put note. In the note point, write like this. The above shortcut is derived by Raham sir. That's a note point, man. Why? Because I was the person who invented this shortcut for you. So definitely you need to write. Okay. Guys, just kidding. Okay, don't write. I was just kidding with you. Okay. Yeah. So now tell me, how's the shortcut of pipeline for you? Very easy or not, sir? So in this way, you can write any kind of pipeline. Okay. So now online, how's the shortcut for you guys? Is it clear for all of you? Can you confirm in chat box? Tomorrow in interview, we will tell this. Okay. Fine. So guys, like this, we are having lot of shortcut for our entire course. Not only for this one. I'll teach you shortcut for every tool what you are going to learn. If it is difficult for others, it's not for us. Why? Because I'll teach you everything on the shortcut method. Fine. So next year, till now, we learned about single stage pipeline. What is the meaning of single stage pipeline? Means in this pipeline, we are having only one stage. Okay. But in real time, we need to write multi-stage pipeline. What is the multi-stage pipeline? The pipeline which is having more than one stage is called as multi-stage. Now in the above example, sir, in the stage number 1, you are seeing CPU information. But in stage number 2, I want to see the memory information also. What is the command to see the memory information? LSMem. But how you write the stage means currently where your stage started? Here. So place your cursor there and go to the bottom. Are you seeing the red color spike here? This indicate your stage number 1 ends here. So the moment once your stage 1 ends, you can write the stage number 2. How to write the stage number 2? Same syntax. By using above reference, tell me how to write stage number 2. Stage number will be 2. Inside stage, steps. Inside step, what you are seeing here? SH. Previously for CPU, LSCP, but for memory, LSMem. Correct or not, sir? Now I want to see the block device information also. So I need to write one more stage. By using above reference, same steps, by using above reference, tell me how to write the stage number 3. First of all, put your cursor on stage number 2 and drag down until you see the spike of red color. This indicate your stage number 2 is ending here. Now tell me how to write stage number 3. Stage, all of you, stage 3. Next, steps. Inside steps, SH, LS, BLK. Sorry, BLK. So now here, how many stages you are seeing? So this is what we can call as multi-stage pipeline. Which one? Single stage pipeline means the pipeline will be having only one stage. Multi-stage pipeline will be having more than one. It can be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It doesn't matter. In real time, we use multi-stage pipeline to work. Why? Because in single stage, you cannot do any work. So definitely we need to write the multi-stage pipeline. So now is writing multi-stage pipeline clear for all of you? And again, what is the shortcut for pipeline creation? Pass. Great. Sir, what is ls? Ls is the command to list. Okay. These are the Linux commands which I shared initially in the session. So how many of you listen to Linux classes here? Raise your hands. Every one of you listened. Great. So now click on build now. So automatically pipeline will start execution. In stage number 1, what you got? You got the CPU information. Correct or not, sir? In stage number 2, click on logs. What you got? Memory information. In stage number 3, what you got here? Block information. Everything you are seeing on the visualizing format or not, sir? You have 3 stages, and in 3 stages, what I written, I can see it very, very clearly. Now, this is what we can call as multi-stage pipeline. Which pipeline? What is the difference between single stage versus multi-stage? Single stage, we have only one stage, but multiple stages will be having lot of stages. So that's it. So I'm gonna copy the code and I'm gonna give it on your notes. Okay. So this is the example for multi-stage pipeline. I'm gonna write here like this. Guys, stage names you can give whatever you want. Okay. Here I'm giving LS CPU or LS BLK. Anything you can give. So next, after teaching these two pipelines, now I'm gonna show you how to write continuous integration pipeline. How many examples I said you? Two examples. One is for single stage, second one is for. Then directly I'm gonna show you how to write CI pipeline. Guys, trust me, if you understand multi-stage pipeline, you can write the continuous integration pipeline on your own. I'm telling you now, this time I am not going to write the code. You will tell me the code, I'll write. For which one? CI pipeline. What is the meaning of CI? Continuous. What is the meaning of continuous integration? Continuous build plus. That means you want to get the code, you want to build it, you want to test it. Now you want to get the only thing you need to write pipeline. That only thing that you require to read the pipeline means you need to gather the inputs. If you know what is the input you want, writing the pipeline will be very, very easy for you. Again, I'm telling, to write the pipeline, you need to know what are the inputs you want. If you know what are the inputs, then writing the pipeline will be very, very easy. So now here I have given input for you. First of all, you need to get the code. Where you get from? I'm going to get from GitHub. Next, I want to build. Build means MEN compile. Test means MEN test. Artifact means MEN package. Okay. These are the input for the continuous integration. Based upon the input, now let's see how to write the pipeline. But the craziest fact is I am not going to tell you how to write the pipeline. You will tell me in return. Don't confuse, don't worry, it will be very easy. Okay, just trust me. Go here and I'm removing the entire code itself. So first of all, tell me the syntax. Pipeline start with next agent, any next stages, stage number 1. You can write checkout also. What is the meaning of checkout? Get the code, or you can put code also. It's completely fine. Okay. Inside stage, what I need to write here? Steps. Now tell me, sir, here I am integrating the tool called GitHub. Okay. So you need to go to the GitHub, DevOps by Raham, Jenkins Java project. Here you have the code. Correct or not, sir? Copy the URL and put it here like this. Git. Why? Because I am integrating Git here. So I need to use Git and this is the URL. This is the only thing I'm telling you. So remember, if you want to get the code from the Git, put the Git and put the URL. That's it. Stage number 1 done for all of you know. What is stage number 2? Tell me the structure to write the build stage. But where to write? At the end of stage number 1. Tell me stage. Build. Next. Steps. Next. So here you need to run the command. What is the command to build? MVN compile. So write sh MVN compile. So build stage got done. Now what is your next stage after building here? Test. What is the command we use? MEN test. So now write the syntax for it. So write, tell me, stage, test, steps. Correct or not, sir? Now step number 3 also done. What is the last number? Like what is the last step here? Artifact. Which command we need to run? MEN clean package, or you write MEN package also. So now just go and write here. So from this stage I need to write stage, artifact. Next inside stage, steps, give sh MVN package. So this is the way how exactly we are going to write the continuous integration pipeline. What you are going to write? What is the stage number 1? Code, build, test, artifact. So now is the concept of writing CI pipeline clear for all of you? Now what I'll do, I remove this one and I'm gonna show you one more time how to write. Why? Because for your better understanding. If you practice multiple times, it will be very easy. Now this time you tell with your own. So tell me, pipeline start with pipeline, next agent, stages, stages first, okay? Next stage number one is code. Inside stage, steps. So you are integrating which tool now? So here what you are going to give the GitHub URL. So after stage number one is done, now stage number two is stage build. Next steps sh men compile. So in the above diagram, coding, so getting the code is done, building is done. What is the next stage here? So what you want to write here now? Stage test steps sh men test. After testing, what is the last stage? Now tell me. Stage artifact inside stage. Wait. Inside stage, what you need to write? Steps. Inside steps, sh men package. So this is writing the continuous integration pipeline. Now tell me, is it really difficult to write CI pipeline? Easy or not, sir? And online, how's the writing of continuous integration pipeline for all of you guys? Can you confirm in chat? Is it clear for all of you or not? Yep. So it was clear. Once you click on save, it is going to save the code. Okay. Here my console is loading slowly due to bad internet. Okay. You will get it very speedily. Why? Because today we have a lot of internet issue. Will it be the same in real time as well? Definitely. So the other peer, it will be the same in the real time aspect also. Now click on build now. Is it done? Is it? So first of all, what is happening here? Getting the code. And in the background, if you go into, is build happening or not, sir? Yes. Logs means it is going to tell what is happening in the background. Next, you are going to go for the testing. Are you seeing the testing logs here? And finally, what is going to happen here? Artifact. The CI pipeline done now. So this is how exactly you write the CI pipeline in real time also without any doubt, the same concept. But the only difference is here I'm using public repository, but in real time use private repository. That is the only difference. But apart from that, stages, steps, everything will remain same. Okay. So this is the concept of the CI pipeline. It's not CD. It's only for CI. CD means you need to go for deployment also. I'll show you how to write deployment later. Why? Because for deployment, you need to write Tomcat structure. Okay. So the same code here I have given on the notes itself. So first of all, I shown you single stage pipeline. Next, I shown you the. So are these two concepts clear for all of you? Okay. Next here, I'm going to teach you something called as PAAC. What it is? The meaning of PAAC stand for pipeline as a code. What is stand for? See, pipeline as a code. What is the meaning of pipeline as a code? Means you are writing the pipeline, but this pipeline you need to write in the code format. Sir, already we are using Groovy script here. But then again, what is coding? I'll tell you. See, generally in the pipeline, each and every command I am running on different stages. For example, if I run all the commands on single stage, that is what we can call as pipeline as a code. So someone like Madhu asked this question previously. So this is the solution for your question, Madhu. In real time, instead of running commands on different stages, we can write all the commands in the single stage. That is what we can call as pipeline as a code. Running more than one command or action, you can call it as command or you can call it as action. Inside a single stage is called as pipeline as a code. But my question is why? Why means first one, it is going to reduce the length of the code. Sir, here you need not write multiple stages. Inside the single stage, your work will be done. Second one will be, it will save the time. For example, in the above pipeline, it might take 15 seconds to run, or let's take 20 seconds to run. But if you use pipeline as a code, the same pipeline will execute within 15 seconds. How many seconds? That means here you can reduce the length of the code as well as you can save the time also. Now, whenever you compare with multi-stage pipeline, is pipeline as a code giving you more advantage or not, sir? That's it. Now let's go and see how pipeline as a code will be implemented. What is the definition of pipeline as a code I said for you? Pipeline as a code. Running more than one commands inside a single stage is called as pipeline as a. First of all, tell me the pipeline structure, all of you. Pipeline, agent, any, stages, stage, you can put anything. Next, steps. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to run coding, building, testing, artifact. I'll run everything on a single stage. But to write the code, git and give the URL. You can get the URL from here. Next, after that, we need to go for build. Build means compiling. How to write sh, mvn, compile. Later, you need to go for testing. sh, test. Next, you need to go for artifact. sh, mvn, package. So now tell me, am I using single stage or multiple stages? In single stage, I'm writing all the commands or not, sir? This is called as pipeline as a code. What is the first thing I said? It is going to reduce the length of the code. Now you compare this one with the previous example. Is length decreased or not, sir? Your previous code is almost all having 25 lines, but this is only 14 or 15 lines. As well as the execution will be very, very speed. I'll show you how it is going to make the execution very, very speed. That's what I said, Suma Satya. Authentication, I'll tell you later. Currently, it is open repo now, so no need to go for authentication. But in upcoming days, I'm gonna show you how to work with private repos also. Definitely, Shamsuddin, we're gonna use MN clean package also. That is also going to work for you. CI pipeline, can it be scheduled with respect to time? Definitely, Dadapir, we can schedule the time with the help of cron job itself. Now see here, your previous pipeline took how many seconds to run? 26 seconds. You can see the average time here, or you can place your cursor here to see the time. But if I click on build now, it will be executed within less than 20 seconds, mostly 15, I think so. Just go and check. Now, if you go and see how much time it took, sir, but previous build, what's the time difference? 10, 12, man. 26 minus 14, what is the value? 10 again. So that means I need to teach you mathematics also. Huh? Okay. So now here you can clearly see the two things here. What is the thing number one? It is going to reduce the length of the code. Second one, it is going to save the. Now pipeline as a code is the best thing to run or not, sir? Yes. So in real time, to save the time, we use the pipeline as a code concept. Now tell me, what is pipeline as a code? Running more than one command inside the single stage. You can call it as command or you can call it as action. What is the advantage of it? To reduce the length of the code and to save the time. Is the logic point clear for all of you now? All in, can you confirm me, is the pipeline as a code clear for all of you or not? Can you please ping me on comment section? Okay, so it was clear. That's great. Now you will get it out, sir. You are writing pipeline as a code on single stage. Can I divide the 4 steps into multiple stages? Of course, you can divide. For example, in the above example, what you are seeing here, all the steps you are writing on single stage. But now my question is, first 2 steps I want to write on stage number 1. Second 2 step I want to run on. Then what is that called as? That is also pipeline as a code, but with multi-stage. So next concept is pipeline as a code with multi-stage. That means here you are going to write multiple stages, but in multiple stages, you are going to have multiple steps. For example, let's take stage 1. In stage 1, you are having 2 steps. In stage 2, you are having 2 steps. So already I said you, if a stage is having more than one stage, that is called as pipeline as a code. But here what I'm doing, I'm going to take two stages. But in two stages, I'm going to write two steps. So this is what exactly I can call as multi-stage pipeline as a code. What do we call as? Currently, I shown you the example that is called as single stage pipeline as a code. Why? Because you can see only single stage. But here I'm gonna write the multiple stages. Stage number one and stage number. Stage number one is having how many steps? Stage number two, two steps. Let's go and write this one. Sir, how do we know that how many stages we need to run to the code? So it depends upon your choice. Developers will tell you the process. Based upon the process, we need to understand and we need to create the pipeline itself. Okay. So go here. Currently in the step number one, stage number one, how many steps are there? Four, currently four. I'm going to remove two of them. I'm going to remove. Now what I'll do, I'll add one more stage called stage number. Tell me the syntax. After that, steps. After that, which commands sh, mbn. Now tell me, how many stages do I have? That means it is multi-stage pipeline. So in each stage, I'm having more than one command or not, sir? So it is called as pipeline as a code. That means multi-stage pipeline as a code. Click on save. And if you execute, you'll be getting two stages. But each stage is having more than one step. You can call it as command or you can call it as action. It doesn't matter, okay? So let me execute. It's taking some time. So click on build now. Now you can see in stage number one, two steps will execute and stage number two, two other steps will execute. In the logs, you can see stage number one got the git and run the command call mbn compile. In stage number two, again, if you place the logs here, in the logs, you can see first step executed mbn test, second step executed mbn package. And you can see what is the time here? Same time, 14 seconds, correct or not, sir? So time will not have major changes, okay? But the stages will have. This is what we can call as multi-stage pipeline as a code. So now, first of all, I shown you how to write the single stage and how to write the multi-stage. After that, we gone for how to write the continuous integration pipeline. After that, we seen how to write pipeline as a code for single stage and how to write pipeline as a code for multi. So are these four concepts clear for all of you? Everybody. Online, can you please confirm are the first four concepts clear for all of you or not? So it was clear. Great, great. Fine, guys. Great. So next year, I'm going to teach you a concept called pipeline as a code over single shell. Here, PAAC stand for pipeline as a code over single shell. What is the meaning of over single shell? You know, previously you run all the commands in different shells. For compiling, different shell. For testing, different shell, as well as packaging, different shell. But now I'm going to use single sh for all of these three commands. Okay. So how to do it means already we are having the code now. I'm going to use the same code. You go to configure. See, for compiling, one shell command. For testing, one shell command. And for packaging, how many shell commands I'm using? But now this time I'm going to use single shell for all of them. Why? Because to avoid the multi-time using sh command. So here for three commands, three sh. If I use 10 commands, I iterate sh on 10 times. So to avoid that one, I'll use single shell. Let me go to configure. No, it will run, it will run. So this is normal one. How many shells I'm having? Let me execute this first and show you the output. So then I can compare with the next one easily. But the worst part today is very, very bad internet. It's not bad. It is very, very bad. Because for single execution, it is taking 10 seconds. Yes, Nitisha, you can also use MEN clean package instead of these 3 commands. Okay. I'll tell you why I'm using these 3 different commands instead of MEN clean package. So now let me go and click on build now. So if you click on build now, what will happen? It is going to execute all of them, right? So currently I'm executing everything on single shell. So if you see everything on single shell, for MEN compile, separate shell is coming. For MEN test, separate shell is coming. And for MEN package, separate shell is coming. But what is my question here? Instead of getting these 3 separate shells, I want to get on single shell. What I want to get on? Single shell. So for that purpose, what I'll do, I'm going to write the code like this. So if we go and see, are you seeing these 3 single quotes here? It is this one. Here, are you seeing these 3 single quotes? And we can write as many comments. Guys, it's not like that. Here I'm having 3 comments. It's not like that. For 3 comments, I use 3 single hyphens. Okay. Sorry, it is 3 single quotes. Even though if we have some 100 comments, you need to use 3 single quotes only. So don't think for 3 comments, I use 3 single quotes. Even for 100 comments or 10 comments, the standard will be the 3 itself. Just to go here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the single shell. 3 single quotes open and 3 single quotes closed. First one is MEN compile, MEN test, and MEN package. Now see, instead of getting 3 single quotes, I mean like say 3 separate shells, I'm gonna get these 3 comments inside the single shell only. What happened? One command not executed properly. So if any command execution fail, pipeline will stop there. It is not going for next stage. Okay. For example, if compiling stopped, testing and package will not execute. Okay. So click on build now. So now previously see, I'm showing the previous one. You are seeing 3 shell scripts. But currently, if you go and see, are you going to get single shell script or not, sir? Where are the remaining 2 shells? It won't occur. Why? Because here I'm using all the commands over single shell. Only single shell script will come. But for the previous example, it is my previous one. Are you seeing 3 shell scripts? So this is what we can call as pipeline as a code over single shell. So the better advantage is instead of writing multiple times sh, you can write on single time. Okay, again, it is going to reduce some workflow. That's it. And the final concept of today's session is going to be the input parameter. Which one? Sir, basically for CI/CD, what we write here, if I shown you the Jenkins process, first of all, taking the code, making it, build, making it, and going for artifact finally. So you write the pipeline for code, build, test, artifact. What is the only thing that pending? For deployment, you need to install Tomcat. As of now, you don't know what is the meaning of Tomcat as of now. But in tomorrow's session, I'm going to show you what is Tomcat. So currently, I'm going to write one more stage called deployment. What is the one more stage I'm writing here? But sir, for the Tomcat, for the deployment, you said Tomcat is required. But we don't know Tomcat. Fine. Here I'm just writing one echo command. Instead of writing the real code, I'm writing echo. What is the meaning of echo? Whatever I write, that will print. For temporary purpose, I'll write echo, my code is deployed. But once Tomcat is installed, I'll configure the Tomcat here. Okay, just to go ahead and see. I'll tell you where this input parameter will be useful for us. But first of all, let me go for the deployment stage so we can write the complete end-to-end pipeline. So Madhu, you have the option to start from the first stage and you have the option to execute from the stage where it got failed. You have the two options. You can select which one you want, Madhu. So let's write the pipeline code one more time. This will be the last time. So guys, tell me the pipeline code very quickly. First of all, pipeline, next. Agent any, next. Stages, stage number one will be the code. Next, steps. Git, no. You are installing Git now. So whenever you are using Git, so put there Git itself. Next, stage, build, next. Steps, sh. So this braces as well as single quotes will automatically open and close. Okay, if you open one, second one will be closed. Next, after building, stage, test, steps, sh, later, stage, artifact, steps, sh, mbn. So finally, what is the last stage here in the CI/CD? Deploy. Okay, deployment or deploy. Next, inside stage, one right. Basically, here we need to integrate Tomcat. But as of now, I'm writing the single command called echo. I'm writing echo. My code is deployed. But after Tomcat installation, I'm going to replace this with the Tomcat configuration. Now save it. The moment if I save this one, let's assume it is a real-time code. You write the real-time pipeline. And if you click on build now, where you are going to click on now? Sir, if I click on build now, what will happen? The pipeline will take the code first. It is going for build next. It is going to, and it is going to put artifact, and finally it is going to do the pipeline will execute very, very smoothly. Okay. Now go ahead and see. I'm running that pipeline. I said this third time actually. So guys, we can use MEN clean package, but I'll tell you the reason why I'm using build, test, and artifact separately. Okay. I'll explain you later. Just don't worry about this one. This is the third time I'm repeating the same point. Okay. So click on build now. Is the pipeline going to execute smoothly? Sir, while pipeline is executing, I came to know that I took the master branch. Which branch? But I need to take the code from main branch. For example, now your branch is mistakenly like wrong or not, sir? Can I stop the pipeline in middle? Stop the pipeline in middle. You took some wrong configuration, but you realized at the end of the, like in the middle of the deployment. So in that case, what happened? No, here we are going to have a lot of choices to do the mistakes. But in real time, remember, to do any kind of deployment, we need to give the manual approval. What we need to give? That means here before deploying, the pipeline is going to ask me the prompt. Do you want to deploy or not? If I click yes, it will deploy, or otherwise it is not going to. Now tell me, I took some wrong branch. If I click on no, is pipeline going to stop there or not, sir? That means do I have the chance to correct my mistake or not? But if I don't ask the prompt, if I don't ask the input, so automatically pipeline will run and I'm going to get the error. So in this reason, in real time, definitely we are going to use the manual approval. How the manual approval is going to be run in the real time means with the help of the concept called input parameter. Which one? Input parameter is nothing but based upon the user input, the pipeline is going to, first of all, pipeline will take the code, it will build it, it will test, it is going to artifact, everything fine. But before going for deployment, I am putting something called as input. What I am putting? I am asking that is your inputs correct? I'll go and check input, whether the branch is same or not. If the input is correct, I'll click on yes. Automatically pipeline will deploy the code. If input is wrong, I'll click on no. automatically pipeline will stop execution or not, sir? This is the better as well as standard way to implement the real-time pipelines. Directly, you cannot run the pipeline without passing the input. So definitely approval is required. Okay. Before giving the approval, we can check the initial inputs. If the input is correct, pipeline will execute. If it is not correct, pipeline is going to stop there itself. Now, how to write the input parameter means I want to give input on which stage? Deploy. So go here and write the input here. I'm writing it here. Just to go and give input. Okay, I'm writing message. What I'm writing? Is your input correct? I'm gonna ask the user like this. I'm gonna click OK. Yes. That means if I click on OK, the pipeline is going to execute, or otherwise it is not going to execute. So this is how the things will work. Again, I'm explaining. In the stage of deploy, I'm asking input. What is the message I'm going to get? So unfortunately, if I give wrong input, it is going to ask me the question. Now, if I realize the input is wrong, I'm gonna click no. Automatically, pipeline will stop. If I don't have this input, it won't ask me the prompt. If I don't ask me the prompt, automatically the pipeline will execute with the wrong index. So remember, in real time, for every pipeline, manual approval is mandatory. How to provide the manual approval? With the help of the input parameter. Which one? Input parameter. Okay. And the advantage of using input parameter means we have the chance to correct the mistakes before the code is deployed. So go here and click on build now. Now go and see. Every stage will run smoothly, but when it comes to the deploy, it is going to stop. Go and check now. What's happened here? Paused. What happened? It won't go for deployment. Why? Because I want to provide here input. Okay. This manual approval. Okay. So if I place your cursor here, it is going to ask, is your inputs correct? Now I'll go and check. Okay. So developer given main branch. Have I given main branch or not? If the branch is correct, what I'll click here? Yes means it will execute the pipeline. For example, unfortunately, developer given me the branch called master, but I configured here main branch. Now in that case, is the wrong input or not, sir? Now again, the pipeline will work. This time, when it comes to the deployment, it is going to ask the same thing. Just look at here. Question mark is not required. Whatever the message you can put, that is fine. Okay. Here, question mark I put for myself. See, if I go ahead and see, now it is asking me that is your inputs correct? For example, this time my input is wrong. What I'll click here? Abort. Abort means stop. Now, do I have the chance to check my inputs before executing or not, sir? Now, this time I put wrong input, so I'm going to click on abort. Abort means you are going to stop it. Is the execution stopped or not, sir? You are seeing blank. What is the meaning of blank? The stage haven't ran. Okay. So this is the concept of the input parameter. So for every pipeline in the real time, we need to provide the manual approval. For providing the manual approval, which concept we need to use? Input parameters, nothing but based upon the user input. If it is yes, the pipeline will execute. If it is no, the pipeline will abort. Abort means stop it. That's it. So now these are the concepts what we discussed on today's session. So in today's session, what is the concept we discussed? Pipeline. Okay. How many type of pipelines we have? Scripted and declarative. Which one we use now? Declarative I shown you. Which one? So pipeline will be written on which syntax? Groovy. Okay. What is single stage pipeline? Pipeline which is having only one stage. But in real time, we prefer multi stages. What is the meaning of multi-stage pipeline? Pipeline which has more than one stage. Okay. So in real time, how do you write the continuous integration pipeline, sir? Tell me the process. First of all, code, build, test, artifact. What is pipeline as a code? Running more than one command or action inside a single stage. What is the advantage? Reducing the length of the code as well as save the time. So can we execute pipeline as a code on multiple stages? Yes. What is pipeline as a code over single shell? Running all the commands in single shell. Instead of defining sh for each command, one sh will be enough to run multiple commands. And finally, what is input parameter here? Based upon the input parameter, the pipeline will go and execute. What is the advantage here? We can check the configuration before executing. In real time, pipelines require manual approval. The manual approval is going to provide with the help of input parameter. So this is the concept of pipeline. Now, before going for doubts and queries, first question is, how's the class 5 today? All of you. Now, initial asked a question. How many of you felt pipeline is difficult? Now I am asking the same question, but after 1 hour. Now you tell me, how many of you felt pipeline is difficult yet? I'll go with one by one. Who raised the hands? You raised the hand, right? Now you tell me. Easy or difficult? What about you? Easy, and Ankit? Easy only. Easy. Anirudh also. Anirudh, you raised the hand, right? And what about you? Easy. So, అట్లా ఉంటుంది మళ్ళా మనతోని. Fine. So, Alan, how's the class for all of you guys? Can you confirm in chat box? So it was great from Srinivas, Harish, great, interesting, excellent. Pipeline bus, cool, great learning. Okay. So finally some self-satisfaction after teaching the pipeline concept, okay? I said to you now, initially few days of DevOps will be very boring. But after one Jenkins start, automation start, everything will be interesting. Last day you learned the automation part. Cron job, policy, and webhook. It is interesting or not, sir? Today? And tomorrow I'm going to teach you master and slave concept. That is going to be very, very interesting. So now it's time for our doubts and queries. So online, you can raise your hands for doubts and queries part, and offline, you can ask your doubts. I'm in front of you. You can ask what are the queries. Yeah, Ankit, please. Okay. Definitely multi-stage only. In real time, you will not see any pipeline in single stage. Definitely all the pipelines will be multi-stage pipeline only. With single stage, in real time, pipeline will not work. A single shell or multi-shell depends upon your requirement. So it is not mandated like to go with that one or this one. Oh, Maven, like even still on our organization also, we are using Maven still. Okay. In real time, we use Maven definitely. What is the meaning of agent? Agent means server name. This concept you will get tomorrow in master and slave. Sir, could you show me one more example for scheduling CI pipeline with time? Definitely the other piece. So tomorrow I'm going to show you how to schedule it. Okay. Don't worry, I'll recall it tomorrow. So now the first question is from Harish. Harish, you can go ahead, Harish. I gave you the unmute option.
Yeah.
Hello, Harish.
My
Guys,
question.
please maintain some silence. I'm not able to hear them otherwise. Harish,
Yeah.
please go ahead.
Yeah. My question is not regarding the today's class.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Harish, I'm
create
not
the
able to hear
instance
you.
and I try to install the. Uh, hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, can you hear me? Is it better?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Yeah. I create an instance and I to create a Git and Java 1.8 version with
Okay.
the command yum Java JDF
Okay.
and Y. So it's giving me like loading plugins, extra suggestions, and lang
Okay. So
package
I'll ask you
where it
this
is
question.
update.
Harish,
You
use
need
which
to be
AMI?
root
Is it
open
Amazon
command.
Linux 2023 or like Amazon Linux 2? You choose the wrong AMI.
2023, second option that we get. Sir.
So don't go. See, you are telling
Sorry.
that 2023. See, I always tell you use the
Mhm.
second option. If you use the second AMI and if you give the
Yeah.
same command, you will get the perfect output. I think you mismatch the AMI like Harish.
Okay.
So please select the Amazon Linux 2 and run the same command. Definitely will get the output. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sir. Yeah.
Fine. So In interview, there is a question like, what is the difference between scripted and declarative pipeline? So I'll tell you the difference between them. Scripted is short, declarative is long, and scripted will not have any stages, but declarative will have stages. And scripted start with node and declarative start with. Don't worry, I'll show you one pipeline how to write on scripted also. But just for differences, I'm telling. Again, one more time. Scripted is, declarative is long length. Okay. Scripted will not have, but declarative will have. Scripted start with node, but declarative start with pipeline. That's it. So now, oh, declarative is better only. Yeah, both will do the same work. Okay. But we prefer declarative. Okay. So online still any queries today, no hand raises. That means everything is clear. Okay. Khan, you can speak now.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah. Good evening,
Sir,
Adesham.
how are we going to handle errors in pipeline if we talk about?
Handling the errors, I'll teach you. See, guys, coming to the troubleshooting point for today. So in the pipeline, you will be getting the errors. I'll tell you one error which you will get commonly, that is a syntactic error. Which error? I'll tell you one shortcut, that is a blind shortcut. Without seeing the console output, you will come to know what is the error. Currently, all stages are in which color? Green color. That means your syntax is correct. It got executed. But while practicing, sometimes you'll get the blank boxes. What is the meaning of blank box? Stage, that is called as block actually. If you are seeing the blank stages, the meaning is you done something wrong on syntactic way. In your syntax, I'll show you where it will go wrong. So coming to the errors, we have a lot of type of errors, sir. So today in day one, I'm showing the syntax errors. Day two, I'm gonna show you the configuration errors. Okay. For example, here in the stage called artifact or in the stage called build, I'm gonna remove the brace. For example, this is the brace, I removed it. What I done here? Here we have the brace and I removed the brace here. So now here if I go and click on save and I click on build now, you will be seeing the empty boxes. That means none of the stage got executed. Let me show you. Hmm. Today internet is the villain actually. Due to internet issue, we lost a lot of the time, but it's okay. So click on build now. Now all the boxes will be on empty stage. Go and check. What is happening here? Empty boxes. If you are seeing the empty boxes, means the out definitely mistake is from the syntax. So write this point all of you. I'm gonna put as note here. Note, it is a troubleshooting for today. If we have syntax issue, none of the stages will execute. It is a blind shoot. It is a blind shot I can tell. If you are saying none of them are executing, means directly only the issue will be syntax. Sir, for Amazon Linux 2023, we use for creating EC2. So don't use that Amazon Linux 2023. The scripts what I am giving for you, commands what I am giving for you, that won't execute on the latest AMI. Okay. And Shubhangi, sir, one question in webhook, the moment we change the code, build will trigger, but I didn't change the code. I clicked on build now, build got success. Same with Maven here, definitely. Even though if you don't change the code from the Git, if you click on build now, it is going to execute. Madhu, you need to use Amazon Linux 2. I already shown you how to use Amazon Linux 2. If you go to instances, if you click on launch instance, second option you need to go for. Which option? Second option. So in the AMI, you can see the second option. And Faninath, you can speak now. So see, this is the AMI. Click the second option, Amazon Linux 2. Funny, you can go ahead.
Yes. Hi, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, Funny.
Sir, my doubt is not today's class. So yesterday's, like a day before yesterday's.
Okay,
Uh,
fine. But
sir,
like please speak a little bit louder. I'm not able to hear you.
yeah. Sir, now I am louder, sir.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
You are. Please go ahead.
Sir, I did the day before yesterday's class, like I chosen like throttle build and build triggers both.
Okay.
So and I hitted our Jenkins through remote.
Okay.
So and I put the throttle build for like a gap of 3 minutes per build.
Okay.
And I'm trying to hitting, so it is taking only one one
Sorry.
hitting, sir.
Sorry.
It is taking only one
Okay.
build.
One hit. Yeah.
One hit, one build now. So
Okay.
again, I am hitting one more time. It is not taking. So after the throttle build time was completed, it is taking the another one.
Yeah, exactly. See, whenever the
No,
throttle
sir.
build is there,
But
na,
it
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 is
will not.
going to restrict the build only.
Okay. No.
It is
What?
correct way.
Okay. What I am thinking is how many times we hit it through remote or else from any other thing. It will be in a queue. I think that is not correct, sir.
No,
I
no.
think
See,
it
let
will
me
be in a
explain.
queue.
Yeah.
After one is done and another queue. The second one is built in. In that way, it will not run, sir.
No. See, let me explain. Basically, so if you run from the like browser, your build will come to the job and will execute in
Okay.
generally. In second time also, if you hit the enter, your job will done. But due to throttle build is there, na, for first build and second build, you put some gap. So if the second build want to run, it need to wait for some time. Whatever the output you got, it is correct output only.
సార్ అంటే పెండింగ్‌లో ఉండదా సార్? అంటే సెకండ్‌ది ఎళ్ళినప్పుడు బిల్ట్ అవ్వకుండా పెండింగ్‌లో
It will
ఏమి
come
ఉండదా
to
సార్?
pending. No, it will come to pending status. But after that throttle build got expired, then only the build will run.
ఫర్ మీ ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఇన్ పెండింగ్ స్టేటస్ సార్. అసలు పెండింగ్ స్టేటస్ కూడా తీసుకోవట్లేదు సార్.
Have you execute the build executors? So by default, you'll be getting 2 build executor. Try to increase the build executor and check it. Okay.
I increased it that way
And a
also,
question
sir.
from the other sir, does Jenkins store data? What we are executing? If yes, what if we lost the data? So you have the backup the other peer. I'm gonna show you how to back up the Jenkins server. Okay. Even if you lost the data from the backup, we can get it. Okay, guys. So that's it for today. So before wrapping, any doubts or any queries from you one more time before I stop everything? Today, how's the feeling of learning pipeline? Pass, huh? Is it very easy or difficult for you to understand? Easy, right? Why it is easy? Because of the shortcut and multiple exams what we practice. Okay. So trust me, whatever the topics I'm gonna teach in upcoming days, like Kubernetes, Terraform, Docker, these are very big tools. But for you, it is gonna be very easy. The reason is shortcut way of teaching. Okay. Okay, then. So thank you everyone for joining today's session. So let's meet on tomorrow's class with some new topic. Have a great day. Bye all. Thank you. Sudarshan, Kubernetes will take 10 days more than I think so. Thank you, online. Yeah, please go ahead.